Oh no, those three are still here. I was expecting them to disappear. We managed somehow. I'm impressed. Not bad for amateurs. I'll admit I may have underestimated the power of the Foundation's orbital staff. It intrigues me. Arrogant bastards. Ouroboros, give us our answers. What are you planning to do in Crossbell? Tell me. Tell me you're the ones who started manufacturing Gnosis again. What? Why? Because that delinquent's gang leader got demonized? I was lucky enough to see it for myself, and it was quite the show. If he'd push it a bit farther, I'd be tempted to invite him to join Ouroboros. Don't dodge the question, answer me. Thinking us evasive, officer. Well, I can hardly blame you for that. After all, we didn't come to talk, but to evaluate the progress of the plan. Let's make sure the septium veins have been properly stimulated for the promised day. Promised day? Tch, how vague can you get? I've grown tired of this. If they won't talk, then we'll get our answers by force. Yin. He has a point. There might not be another way. So uncivilized. You want to fight, do you? I can't say fighting you myself sounds fun or fair. What if I let you handle this instead? If I must. A spear? No, it's more like a lance. Primarily used by knights of the Middle Ages. Talk about a blast from the past. What is she doing fighting with something like that?
問答は無用。互いに獲物を取ったからには全力を持って当たるがいい。さもなくば命はないぞ。
Incoming. What? How the hell? There must have been dozens of thrusts in a single breath. It is impossible. It exceeds human capability. What's this? How surprising that anyone could withstand the Steel Maiden's lance. They don't call you the demon of the Eastern Quarter for nothing. Your reflexes are commendable. However, compared to your familiar predecessor, it's obvious that you still foster some hesitation.
Nani?
Oh. Like, oh. No way. Risha? Incredible. You concealing your form this entire time? Well, color me surprised. A black darker than the blackest black you could ever think of. Ventablack, something like that. Who would have ever guessed that Yin's true identity would be the illustrious co-star of our concealed Risha Mao? Don't you just love it when the drama on the stage pales in comparison to the real thing?
皆さん、大丈夫ですか?
Noel, Ariel, Scott and Wenzel too. You came after all. These three must be. They're from Ouroboros.
道化師カンパネルラ、それに13工房の管理者に鋼の聖女か。
I take it you must be the Divine Blade of Wind. I've heard a lot about him. Supposedly his skills are on par with Louvet's. I don't believe we've had the pleasure, Divine Blade of Wind. Indeed, your reputation precedes you. That's enough flattery. It means nothing coming from someone whose power is inhumane. Even an army would be forced to retreat when pitted against that lance of yours. You needn't sell yourself short. Simply recognize that it is an accomplishment in its own right. Arios? Are you telling me that we came all this way just to let them go? No. However, the balance is not in our favor. Simply have a look around us. Hey! Jubilee! Ah, these must be the ones that Lin and Aeolia fought. I can't find a single opening. That's enough. There's no need to go any further. Understood. Yes, my lord. As you wish, my lord. That's Jubilee. Damn. I believe that's our cue. Yes. We've confirmed the plan's progress and the stimulation of the septium veins. I should be returning to give my masterpieces the finishing touches. Oh? Stop! Don't think we can let you escape. A word of advice, if you would. Our plan calls for us to only play a supporting role here in Crossbell. Huh? What? Soon the beast will be set loose, and chaos will sweep across this land. Be that as it may, do not allow yourselves to be blinded by the tragedies yet to come. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. I trust you will wait with bated breath for our next encounter. Creepy laugh. Ouroboros? What a bunch of maniacs. Risha? Risha?
そろそろ稽古に戻らなくてはいけませんから。失礼します。
It's like, run, 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 run! It's been one unbelievable thing after another. It's starting to feel like this is a bad dream I can't wake up from. Yeah. Do not believe even dreams could concoct something this unbelievable. Yeah, maybe so. Considering what's happened to all, too. I would call this a nightmare.
だが、紛れもなく現実だ。
Adios? Ouroboros left us with more clues than I thought they would, especially as to the importance of this place and the beast they claim will be unleashed. We need to begin preparing how to respond. Right. Beast, tell me she meant... Monsters appeared! Huh? It looks like there's still an orbital signal out here. Yes, though just barely. Special sports section, this is Bannings.
ダドリーだ。湖の南岸へ向かったと聞いたが、今そちらにいるのか?
That's right. A lot happened though. Just met up with Arios and the other bracers. It's perfect. Forward this information to them too, since they're with you. Every single member of the Red Constellation up and vanished from the city. What? I want to talk about this with Orlando face to face. Can you get back right away? Understood. What's going on? Didn't sound like good news. It wasn't. Lloyd relayed to the group what Dudley had told them. No way. Red Constellation vanished? Damn it. We're keeping tabs on them too. Lloyd, do as he said and return to the city. We'll take care of investigating this area and go back once we're finished. Okay. We'll take you up on that offer. Appreciate it. No worries, we're all in the same boat here. Besides, Lin and Aeolia still need some time to recover. The Red Constellation has taken action, and Heiyue won't be far behind. We're back as soon as we can. Be extremely careful, SSS. Right. Excuse us then. I love the pacing of this game, seriously. Again, it's that, while I won't say like, yes, this is definitely my favourite one at this point because I haven't finished it, you know, can't make that judgment yet, I can understand why people think it is the best one. I believe Yin was Risha all along. It's positive that Yin was a man. She must have been doing something to disguise her appearance when she was in that form. Wherever it was, it seemed like she could even change the shape of her body. Is that humanly possible? And again, I've been coming across plenty of people that are anything but normal lately. I'd like to think that it was not just our mental stress at the times we've crossed paths with Yin that caused the confusion. Actually, you do not seem very surprised by all of this, Lloyd. Yeah, it's because I'm not. A little while ago, I had a conversation with Risha. Ever since I was little, it has been my reason for living. the same path my ancestors have walked throughout history. And now I no longer understand where that path is leading me or why. It crossed my mind at the time, but I thought I had to be crazy. Simply put it in the back of my mind after that. I love that Lloyd can figure these things out. He's such a good detective. But it stayed there. Couldn't entirely dismiss the possibility that she really was Yin. Interesting. Oh, damn. That would explain how a total amateur came out of nowhere to become Arkanseal's co-star. Yeah, the story of how Ilya scouted her out of nowhere made it sound like it was just a twist of fate. Then again, Yin and Risha's arrivals in Crossbell did line up perfectly. I should have pieced it together sooner. I wonder if Tsao and the rest of Heiyue know her true identity. I imagine there was no one she wanted to keep that from more than them. Her contract holder, knowing her full family lineage, could only be to her disadvantage. I hadn't thought of that. That puts us in an awkward position. We should be very careful about who we tell this to. I agree. But now let's talk it over with the chief and see how the situation progresses. This does not change the fact that the Red Constellation is our top priority at the moment, not Heiyue. For sure. Uncle and the others are nowhere to be found. Trust me, that ain't good. Probably means they're finishing prep. And he could strike at a moment's notice. Right. Should contact Commander Balls to get her up to speed too. Excuse us.
来たか。
Took you long enough. Sorry about that, we had other business to take care of first. What's the skinny? Exactly as I told you, the building has been completely vacated. In total, there should have been about 100 people working here. I believe they vacated without us noticing by going through the Geofront. The entire building's staff went through the Geofront. I don't recall there being a Geofront entrance connected to this building. That's correct, or rather, it was until they used explosives to make one for themselves. We found a path that leads to the lowest stratum of the Geofront B sector. They blew a hole into the Geofront? Got to be kidding me. They really are out of their minds. It's not the most troubling thing we've found here. They remodeled Revache's old warehouse that stored smuggled weapons. Now it's a maintenance and training facility for heavy artillery. It sounds exactly like something Uncle and the others would do. The Corps' credo was of being battle-ready at all times. They set that kind of stuff up to stay sharp. That lines up. I'll be frank, Orlando. Do you know what their objective is? Is it to settle the score with Heiyue, or do you think they could target the station or airport? I'm out of the game, so I wouldn't know. That said, if Heiyue was their target, I don't think they'd pull this hide-and-seek act. As for the station and airport, I hate to break it to you, but it could probably take either of them without breaking a sweat. If they're going this far, they got something crazy up their sleeve. See, to me that implies something like Orcus Tower. I don't think they are trying to... Couldn't be Orcus Tower, could it? Would they try to occupy it? Wouldn't put it past them. I don't think that's it either. Something that showy isn't their style. It also wouldn't be their arena of choice. Okay. So what, something like IBC building? Arena? What do you mean? I guess they're best suited for stuff like guerrilla warfare, not tight enclosed spaces like a building. Oh. So not the IBC. Something like high profile, but not enclosed. Not sure. They had their pick. They go at their enemies somewhere where they can use the terrain to their advantage. So mountainous areas or whole townscape, places that have a lot of changes in elevation. Not gonna take mines, are they? I mean, I know it's like where all the septium comes from and stuff, but... Alright, the tower would be too confined. It would also take any vehicular weaponry out of the equation entirely. In that case, what about... First Investigative Division, Dudley speaking. Chief, good timing.
なんですって
What's happening? This can't be good. Dudley, what's the matter? First Division was contacted by the CGF. An identified armed group has appeared on the Mines Mountain path. The CGF unit patrolling the area has already been wiped out. Oh crap, they're already going for mines. 1 hour earlier. This is HQ, we have a message for the third company. Well, the armed group's goal is unknown. There's a strong chance it's those Jaegers, the Red Constellation, that vanished from the city. Prioritize the safety of mine citizens. Where actually is this location? I think I follow where it is. This is the third company. Roger that. Yeah, because the abandoned mine's up there. As for the armed group, we'll... Wow. An orbital mine? Terminate all personnel to your battle station. You survived that? No.
なかなか悪くない反応だね。
It's been what? 3 months since I got to bust it out? Testarossa is absolutely starving to eat up some hapless fools. Who are these nut jobs? Let's take out the trash, drive them back through the tunnel, and slaughter anyone who tries to fight back. Yeah. And such. Crap. Shiny over there. Like I said, the pacing in this game is amazing. Your orders, Commander. Oh, right. Standing around here is boring. That's a little fun. This way. Yeah. Follow the Commander's lead. Come on, Testarossa. We've got prey to hunt. We're gonna have a blast. Take cover behind the car. Like that'll save you. Blorf. She's a monster. Cold steel. It's like, the bloody hell do you think you're doing? Good goddess. I think a single group of Jaegers could wreak this much havoc. I believe you all know a greater force is at play than only them. Just as there was at the trade conference. You think it was the Imperial government? More specifically, it would be the Imperial Army's intelligence division, right? I won't deny that's the most likely possibility. But you know full well that one of their captains was a point of contact with the Red Constellation while in Crossbell. If that's the case, wouldn't it be wise to beg the Imperial government for mercy? Or better yet, we can plead with the Republican government to aid us. As it so happens, I already confronted the Imperial government about the Red Constellation earlier today. They chose to feign ignorance. The responsibility rests with me after I proposed independence. As things stand, I'm in no position to appeal to the Republican government either. Don't say that. It isn't your fault, Mr. Mayor. Regardless, all the state government can do at the moment is issue a formal statement of protest. My primary concern remains the safety of mine citizens. CGF was able to confirm the status of the village after requesting assistance from a civilian airship. There did not appear to be signs of looting. But the fact of the matter is that all of the village's citizens are being held hostage. The food reserves won't last forever, there's no time to waste. I agree. We need to take immediate countermeasures. Commander, how heavy were the CGF's losses? Significant. Unfortunately to both our guardsmen and our resources. What remains has already been deployed to the mountain path. Stretched thin. Let's remember, our foes are war experts, but they're still hired professionals. They can be swayed by mirror. If we negotiate well, we can prevent the crisis from escalating. I'm asking the CBD to explore that possibility while simultaneously assuaging the fears of the citizens. Roger. Of course, Mr. Mayor. I'll contact the guild and see what I can do. The chief is late. I shouldn't be surprised considering what's happened, but still. Right. Meeting to discuss the next course of action at Orcus Tower must be running long. There's also the political side of things to consider after all. Not to mention Wald. He couldn't have picked a worse time to go completely berserk. Everyone? Since the chief isn't coming back, should we save the hot pot for later? Nah. He said to go ahead and start without him if he's late. You went out of your way to prep it again, Keto. You can bet we're gonna chow down this time. But... Randy. Never mind the hot pot. Make sure you're okay right now, Randy. You know you can confide in us at times like this. Of course I know that. But I said it before, I got tired of Uncle and the rest of them years ago. Crying over what my old crew is doing isn't going to do anyone any good. Best thing we can do is get some good grubbiness and be rested. You gotta be ready for tomorrow, yeah? Well... Yeah, you're right. You know what they say, you can't fight on an empty stomach. We can always count on Randy's mental fortitude to help us through the worst of times. No arguments. Don't forget how much our little encounter south of the lake took out of us. Eating and turning in early is for the best, regardless of what will happen tomorrow. Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's start digging into these hot pots. Key went out of her way to prepare all of this. There's plenty of meat, fish, and vegetables. We'll stuff ourselves and go to bed early. Yeah. Let's eat! Kia, don't worry about what's going on. Up the road and eat your fill. We'll take care of it. Okay. Fear not sight. I will save you some meat and fish for later. Go, wolf. Are you drunk? Where's home? Is this way? Where am I going? Don't you dare, Randy. Someone's got to stop him, surely. There we go.
お前か。
Why the hell are you waking up so early? That's where you're wrong. I'm just getting back from my favorite bar. No right to judge you for keeping secrets, but I don't think the others are going to take you running away very well. Probably not. It's my problem, not theirs. This ain't about Uncle or Shirley. There's no way in hell I let Lloyd and the others put their lives on the line fighting my battles. So I'm going to finish this fight on my own. That's the way it has to be. If you say so. You and Walt are the same. Are all men this stupid? Why can't any of you just be sincere? Don't leave me alone, will you? I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. Which team are you on, anyway? Something tells me you're not referring to my innocent little comment about men, are you? In that case, your guess might not be too far from the truth. You don't say. But you smelled like a few badasses I've crossed paths with back in the day. Guess that means you were playing dumb around that girl, too. I wonder about that. Well, as thanks for keeping your mouth shut, I'll pretend like I'm in the dark tomorrow. Have fun going as wild as you'd like. Thanks. I owe you one. With him gone, not too confident in our combat strength anymore. I might have to call Abbas for support. Damn it, Randy. You bloody fool. Name of the game, everyone. Damn it! I want to go settle things once and for all. See ya, Randy. This cannot be happening. How could he do this? Especially after what we spoke about last night. Damn it. And left his enigma behind. Randy. No luck. No one in the neighborhood has seen him around. Must have taken off in the dead of night while everyone was asleep. Where could he have... Settling things once and for all. Does he mean mines? Yeah, I can't think of anywhere else. Should I contact the guardsmen dispatched on the mountain path? I wouldn't count on it. Chief. Sheesh, it took him going stray for him to finally clean up his room for once, I see. I already contacted the CGF, but they haven't spotted him either. Can assume he's taking an alternative route up to mines. Don't forget that he's a former veteran Jaeger. I think he's going to have trouble staying out of the CGF's line of sight. Well, yeah. Yes, though I thought he trusted us more than this. I think the best thing to do is to observe the situation for now. Jaegers practically have the home field advantage in the mountains. Even if we chase after him, that would be able to catch him. No. I doubt Randy left for mines overnight. Wouldn't rule out him still being in Crossbell City, even. What? Makes you think that? It's simple. If Randy was seriously about to combat the Red Constellation, you think he'd be able to do it with just his stun halberd? Oh. Valid point. Even he is not that brazen. Saying he'd have gone to pick up something first? You thinking he's looking to get something that packs a punch like back in his Jaeger days? Considering his past, I'm sure Randy has a lot of experience wielding heavy weapons. The kind of firepower can only be bought in the city if you know where to look. Nine Valley. Wouldn't rule out that he's had something like that stashed away somewhere either. Fair point, kid. Then shouldn't we go to all the locations in the city he frequents? We'll be able to determine where Randy has gone. Right. Seems like an idea worth trying. I was thinking the same. What's wrong, Wazzy? Think I've made a miscalculation? No. I'm simply surprised. I'm on board. Your explanation was convincing enough. You think he's still in the city? Where do you think he went? Right. First and foremost, I'd suspect the downtown district. Actually, the owner of Nine Volley Exchange is also an arms dealer. Gulwam seems like he'd be knowledgeable when it comes to heavy weaponry as well. It's also Drake, the owner of the Barker Casino. He could know something too. Randy was always there, wasting the night away. Good idea. Hasn't Randy known him since he first came to Crossbell? Orlando, you poor SOB. Should have known better than to try to shake the SSS. You're already hot on his tail. You got that right. We have to be. As the leader of the SSS, I'm not going to turn a blind eye to selfish defection. We'll pinpoint his location and drag him back here by the collar if we have to. Naturally. Even put him in cuffs if that's what it's going to take. Will Randy be okay? We'll see to it. I promise we're going to bring him home. You don't need to worry. So wait patiently here with Zeit for us, Kia. Okay. Lloyd, everyone, be careful out there. You idiot, Randy. We're gonna get you, mate. We're gonna get you. After the casino and the entertainment district, and the 2 shops downtown, yeah? Alright, there could be clues lying in other places too. Fortunately, we don't have time to go outside the city right now. On the bright side, we did not receive any new support requests this morning. That gives us more time. The lack of requests is probably due to what happened yesterday. HQ is still in utter disarray. But the CGF has suffered losses too. Aww. Forgive me, Noel. Considering your position, I'm sure you're taking that news much harder than we are. No, it's okay. Guardsmen are ready for this kind of thing. More importantly, I'm a member of the SSS right now. Just like Randy, let's go bring him home. Right. And obviously this is where we'll end this part. In the next part, mini rounds, and we'll see about finding Randy and bringing him home. Ta-ta for now.